Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Justyn. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys my everyday makeup routine. This is pretty much what I do on the days that I do decide to wear makeup. I've had a couple people ask me questions about my eyebrows, my eyeshadow. They want to know how I do certain things, so I figured I would just combine everything all together and give you guys an entire full face glammed out look. So quick disclaimer, I am definitely not a beauty guru. I don't know all the correct makeup terminology, and majority of the products that I use are drugstore products, but this is just what has been working for me. So if you would like to know how I get my face all beat, then please stay tuned to keep on watching. So first step I do are my eyebrows, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom the camera in so y'all can see me a little bit closer. All right, we're very up close and personal. So first things first, I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. And I like to go in with the spoolie side first and just kind of like make sure my eyebrows are combed, brushed. And just to let you guys know, as far as upkeep for my eyebrows, I do tweeze them myself with tweezers, and I cut this part of them because they grow really long. So if that's something y'all would like to see later on in my channel, then make sure you just let me know. Okay, so once I've brushed them all, I'm gonna go in with the pen side. And pretty much what I like to do first, let me get a little bit closer, is I kind of like to outline how I like to do my eyebrows. And then I don't really do it as much in this part because it's kind of thick, but I will make the tail a little bit longer. And then I'll go up on the top. And then kind of connect it. So I've been doing my brows long enough to kind of know my shape. But then I will start filling them in towards the back. I only do it in the sparse areas, so the parts that have a lot of hair I don't worry about. So then for this part of my eyebrow, I try to make sure I make the strokes a little bit lighter, and instead of going like in a horizontal way, I try to flick the strokes up, going with how my hair grows. So then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna turn it back around and I'm gonna use the spoolie to almost like diffuse it just a little bit. I'm tapping this very, very lightly because I just want it like just a tiny bit blended, because you don't want it to look like a box just sitting. So I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the same on the other side. Alright, so now that my brows are done as far as filling them in, I am going to cut them at the bottom with concealer, get them on fleek. And for that, I use the Ultra HD Cream Concealer. I do use this in the shade Classic Beige. So how I like to do it is I will put pretty much like a glob of the concealer on my brush, and then instead of just going in and like completely making a line right at the beginning, I like to put dots along the perimeter of my eyebrows, and then kind of like slide it and maneuver it to where I need it to be. And then I will sometimes use my fingers to kind of lift it up so that I know I'm getting in all the spots. So once I pretty much got the cut where I want it to be, I will take this Morphe R42 brush and I will lift my eyebrow up again, and I'll pretty much take this and just blend it down more on my eyelid. And then last but not least, I will take a dry beauty sponge. So once I'm done with that, I will take a larger spoolie and very lightly kind of almost defuse that line that I made, because it's almost like I want my eyebrows to be on fleek, but it's like you can't have them too on fleek, like somewhere in between natural and fleek. So now moving on to eyeshadow. At first I will go in with my NYX eyeshadow base, and I like to kind of put that on my lid at first just to kind of like blank my my pigment out so that the eyeshadow shows up a little bit better. And to set that, I will go in with my Benai banana powder and just put a very tiny bit on top of it onto my lid. Alright, so now for eyeshadow, I will be going in with my Juvia's Place the Nubian 2 eyeshadow palette. So the first shade I'm going to go into is this orange shade called Morocco, and I'm going to be using my Morphe R37 fluffy brush. And I think people call this a transition color, I don't know, but I'm going to put it like kind of in the crease but a little bit above it, like almost going into my eyebrows. Next I'm gonna go in with this light brown shade. It's called Madagascar, and I'm pretty much gonna put it in the same places, but instead of it going close up towards my eyebrow, I'm gonna focus it more directly in my crease area. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this dark, it's almost like a brownish purple shade. It's called Kenya, and I'm gonna use I think it's a more tapered brush. This is the Morphe E17, and I'm gonna get it on my brush, tap the excess off, and I'm pretty much just placing it directly in my crease just because I'm trying to make it darker. And then once I've placed it there, I'm gonna go back in with my Morphe R37 and blend it out. Okay, so once all of that is done, I'm gonna go in with this, it's kind of like a flat brush, and I'm gonna go into this white sparkly shade. It's called Zuri, and I basically will just kind of pack it onto this brush, and then I will put it directly on like my lid right above my lash line. And then once I've put it there, I'll go back in with that same big fluffy Morphe brush and kind of like blend that darkness into it so it's not so harsh. I'm not trying to do like a cut crease or anything. I'm just simply trying to kind of make my eyelids pop a bit. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the eyes. After I'm done with like my face and everything, I'll go back in and do eyeliner as well as mascara. But for right now, we will go ahead and move on to the face. So I forgot to say this in the beginning, but I am working off of a clean face. For skincare, I do use the acne.org regimen, and I've been using that for a very, very long time. But now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Primer. And then following that, I'm gonna go in with my NYX Pore Filler, and I'm only gonna put this in, I think they call it like your T-zone, and this kind of helps to fill your pores, and it helps your foundation to look a little bit more flawless with this underneath. I will put just a little bit on my forehead. By the way, I don't even know if you can see it on camera, but this circular scar right here is a box scar that I got from a permanent chicken pox, and it's pretty much been there all of my life. So for foundation, I'm gonna go in with my Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. I got this in the shade Ibiza, and honestly this is a little bit too light for me. I tried it on in the store and it looked like it matched, but I guess it didn't. But you know, I don't be having a whole bunch of coins to just be buying like 3 shades at a time, so I'm pretty much just gonna deal with it. And then I'm gonna go in with a damp beauty blender sponge and blend it all out. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with the same concealer that I use for my eyebrows, and I'm gonna go in with that same Morphe R42 brush, and I'm gonna start concealing my under eye. Then after I do that, I'm gonna go back into my banana powder and set that concealer. So now I'm gonna go and start to bronze my face up a little bit because I'm looking ghostly. And for that, I honestly don't even know what this is. It has CoverGirl on the front, but like this has been in the family for so many years. I think this was my mom's. I don't even know what this was, if this was her foundation or if this was her contour, but I've just been using this honestly since I've been wearing makeup, and I will just use it to do my cheekbones. And then I like to put it on my forehead to make it not look so ginormous. And then I'll also do it kind of on my jawline to minimize my double chin. And then I'm gonna go back in with my Morphe E17, and I'm gonna put just the tiniest amount down the sides, the bridges of my nose, to kind of act like a little contour. Instant nose job. And I'm pretty much gonna blend it all away. Okay, then is it time for highlighter? Before highlighter, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner. And for that, I use the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Waterproof Eyeliner. Now this, I honestly don't even know how I would instruct y'all how to do this, because this took a lot of practice and I still to this day mess up. Okay, so that's the easy part. Now for the wing. This is either going to make this entire look or break this entire look. No. You just had to come over here and kill my vibe. Oh, and you know what I did forget to do? So with my eyeshadow, the same little sparkly shade that I put on the lid, I will also go back in with that flat brush and put just a little bit by my eyebrow. Alright, so now that oh, I forgot to do freaking mascara. I just zoomed y'all back out, but all I'm doing for mascara is I'm using the IT Superhero Mascara, and I'm just gonna put it on my lashes. And then last but not least, I think, is my highlighter. I use the Becca Champagne Pop. This is what I've been using for years. I think this is the only highlighter I've ever had. And I'm gonna go in at first with just an e.l.f. fan brush and put it on my cheekbones. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with a makeup wipe and get this foundation off my lips. And then for lips, I'm really not a lip person, so I hardly ever put any kind of lipstick or anything on. The most I will do as far as lip care is just put lip balm on, and for that I use Carmex. But whenever I'm wanting kind of a glossier look to my lip balm, I will use my Vaseline. This is my 100% pure petroleum jelly, and this is another one that has been in my family for years. This exact same bottle I've been using pretty much every single day, every other day for the last 15 years or so. All right guys, so that is pretty much it for my everyday makeup routine for whenever I do decide to wear makeup. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put on some earrings as well as do my edges just so this look can be, you know, complete. All right, I'm back. I got my earrings on and my baby hair done, and I completely forgot about setting spray. So for setting spray, I do use the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Setting Spray Glow. But this is the final look. I think I'm gonna bring y'all to my window real quick so you can see it more under natural light, because I'm under these studio lights and it's making me look very pasty. So be right back. So guys, this pretty much concludes the video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, please let me know down below in the comments if there are any other video ideas that you would like me to do. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on this journey, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys.